Hi and welcome back to CC Convos. Today we're going to be talking about 10 side hustles that you can make easily $100 or more a day. These are all side hustles that I've done personally, and I'll even include some pictures of me doing the jobs in this video. So the first one on my list would be data entry. So I'll give you an example of some data entry that I've done. I actually had a neighbor who had probably easily 1,000 recipes from family members that have been passed down on index cards, and they wanted all of them to be compiled into an app that would turn it into a cookbook. So they paid me $10 an hour to type them in on their iPad, and then they had a cookbook. All right, number 2 is babysitting. I actually started babysitting when I was 14 years old for one of my neighbors. They lived across the street, so if I needed any help, I could call my mom to help me. So I ended up watching them probably for about 8 years. From them, they referred me to other people. Then I went to a wedding one time, met some families, and they were actually moving to my neighborhood or like the surrounding neighborhoods, and they were in need of a babysitter because they wanted to start working out, like getting their health together, all of that. So they wanted me to come by maybe 2 hours, 2 times a week in the evenings. So I did that. Then I watched kids on the weekend, and then sometimes I would get overnight nanny gigs. So if I spend the night, I made even more money. So sometimes you could put all 3 of those families together in 1 week. You're coming out with a good paycheck. Number 3, I have DoorDash. And I like DoorDash because you don't have to work the gigs to keep the job. I've been on DoorDash probably for 5 years, and I haven't used it in like a year. But during the pandemic, when everything was locked down and takeout was like more popular, I did it. Gas was cheap. Everyone was ordering takeout. You didn't have to check any orders. That means your job is easier. And I was averaging easily $20 an hour. So I think for DoorDash, you have to be kind of strategic about the time of day you go. Number 4 would be to sell things. So on apps such as OfferUp, Poshmark, Facebook Marketplace. You could also sell bikes. Sometimes you can find bikes just on the side of the road in neighborhoods. Some kids have them, maybe the inner tube and the tires messed up and they just don't want it anymore, so they'll leave it on the road and say free. You can get those, you can sell them as is, or just change the inner tube and sell it for more. All right, number 5, dog sit or house sit. So how I mentioned earlier about babysitting, a lot of people who have kids have animals. And so if they like you with their kids, they'll trust you with their animals. So a lot of my dog sitting jobs have actually come from families that I babysat for. When summer comes around, they're ready to go on vacations, and they need someone to watch their pet. Since they're used to having you in their home, taking care of their kids, they're more likely to reach out to you. So just letting those people know, hey, I dog sit, I house sit. And if they know, then they're more likely to be like, oh, okay, I'll have you come over in the summer. We're going on vacation, da 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 da. That's how I got most of my jobs. And then they let other people know. Number 6 is cleaning houses or helping people organize. I've helped people organize their closets or cleaning houses. So to go about getting people for you to clean their house or maybe help them organize, you can go back to the same people that you babysat, house sat, dog sat for. I used to like to organize the people's house before they came home. So usually I did nights, the kids would fall asleep, and when the kids fell asleep, I would go straighten up the house just so it would look presentable when the families got home. And I know that they're tired a lot of the times. It's hard to straighten up your house, and they always were very happy when I did that. So then you can let them know, hey, I also clean houses if you need help anytime, and then they might reach out to you to clean their house. Number 7, yard work or gardening. So you can pull weeds, rake people's yards. You can help people plant flowers in their flower bed, or even taking some of your indoor house plants, making propagations and selling them. I've sold them just on Snapchat to some of my friends. You can also, if you have a garden and you maybe have some fruit, some veggies, some berries or something, sell those on the Nextdoor app or some of your neighbors. Number 8, investing. You can invest in bonds or in stocks. Number 9 would be art or commissions. So maybe if you play an instrument, you could play for gigs, go places, maybe weddings, or if you do art, you can post on your social media. Maybe you have some commissions. If you have some friends who are having maybe an anniversary, you can do portraits for them. Or you can just make pictures of anything that you like, post it on your Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook. Say, hey, I have these. If anybody wants a print, let me know. Then you can go to CVS, take a picture with your phone, the artwork, go to CVS and get a print. Number 10 would be a caregiver. So you can caregive for people you know, or you can maybe go through one of those apps that are looking for like maybe a part-time caregiver. But you can ask your grandparents. They might have some friends who need someone to help them kind of straighten up their house, run some errands, go to the grocery store for them. Maybe they need some help meal prepping. You can reach out to those people, or even a family friend, have you do something around the house for them. These are just a list of 10 that I've done. You can combine basically any of these side hustles at the same time. There's been many times that I've babysat 3 families and house sat in the same week. Thank you for watching, and if you like this video, please give it a like and subscribe. I'll see you in my next video.